Hold on to your seats, Bears Nation. It's like the air crackles with electricity at Hollis Hall as whispers of ambition and aggression electrify the locker room. If you believe in the promise of a fierce, relentless defense, buckle up because the energy is palpable. Picture this. What if the Bears, long known for their storied past of swarming defenses and relentless determination, are on the cusp of rediscovering that glory? In a world where rivalries ignite and emotions run high, could the tactical genius of a certain coordinator breathe new life into a team that's hungered for success? Enter Dennis Allen, the mastermind who has graced the sidelines with experience and savvy. With Bears head coach Ben Johnson exuding confidence and excitement about Allen's magic touch, one can't help but wonder how this collaboration might shift the dynamics of the entire NFC landscape. What if this duo constructs a fortress that rivals the legendary Bears defenses of '85, invoking echoes of sack lunches and bone-crushing hits? The rookie energy buzzing through meetings is more than just a tactical overhaul. It's a call to arms, a clarion for a team that has often flirted with mediocrity, but now seems poised to reforge its identity. Could this resurgence of fire weave together a mix of past glories and present aspirations, igniting the kind of locker room chemistry that sends shivers down the spines of opposing offenses? Ben Johnson's glowing appraisal hints at something more, an overhaul in culture, a philosophy steeped in tenacity and grit. What if this swells into not just a season, but an ongoing saga that defines a generation? Imagine the roar of the crowd as every third down becomes a battle, and every red zone opportunity morphs into a bear trap of defensive prowess. As the clock ticks towards a pivotal season, the stage is set for something that could either spiral into a triumphant renaissance or plunge into a cycle of heartache and unrealized potential. Will the spirit of 1985 rise again, or will this be just another page in the reluctant library of Chicago Bears lore? Feel the tension? Good, because the real showdown is about to begin, and the burning question remains, is this the dawn of a new defensive dynasty, or just another whisper that fades into the wind? Stay tuned, because this story is taking its first breath, and the next twist might just leave you breathless. Can you feel it, Bears Nation? The atmosphere has shifted like a storm brewing on the horizon, and it's teasing us with the possibility of glory. Picture the scene, the grizzled veterans, those soldiers of the gridiron who remember the glory days, locking eyes with the hungry rookies, the new blood eager to prove themselves in the blue and orange. Every flicker of passion in their eyes speaks a universe of stories, tales of swift victories and desolate defeats. Each breath they take is layered with anticipation, echoing through the hallowed halls of Hollis Hall where legends were forged. What if this is not merely a passing moment, but the groundwork for a renaissance, a holy resurgence for a franchise that has been anchored in tradition yet battered by uneven seasons? What if Dennis Allen, with his litany of strategic acumen, becomes the architect of a defensive juggernaut more fearsome than anything we've seen since the days of Singletary and Ehrlicher? But soul-stirring hopes aside, darker clouds begin to form. Will the locker room be a battlefield of egos, an arena where the old guard resists the fresh ideas of a new era? Imagine the palpable tension as the young, dynamic talent challenges the established players, a fight not just for the starting position, but for the very heart and soul of the Bears' identity. With each day, as they grind through training camps, filled with sweat-soaked practices, whispers of contention weave through the fabric of the team. It's one thing to talk about brotherhood, but another to embody it. Will this group emerge stronger, unified as was the case during the '85 push, or fracture under the pressure? Picture a pivotal moment in an all-important scrimmage where the new recruits shine and the veterans falter, and watch the frantic sidelong glances, the unsaid words hanging heavy in the air as the tension escalates. The camera pans to Ben Johnson, pacing on the sideline, his heart racing in sync with his mind's anticipation of both victory and strife. What if it becomes a struggle, a battle between the weight of tradition and the urgency of innovation? Every snap, every tackle carries The potential to unravel years of accountability, and the stakes have never been higher. Opposing teams are watching, feeling the tremors of a rejuvenated Bears squad. Can they harness that fear, channel it into ferocity? Imagine rival coaches analyzing every bit of tape, trying to decode this new enigma, desperate for any glimmer of a weakness they can expose. And if they do, will it put our newfound confidence at risk? What if the Bears go into the season with the hopes of a city resting upon their shoulders, only to stumble out of the gates? It's a haunting thought echoing through the chambers of countless fans. Heartbreak after heartbreak. Just as the shadow of a bygone season looms over every practice, so do the memories of the greats rush back to thrilling, palpable energy of the 1985 Super Bowl run, clashing with the anxiety of a present yet unwritten. Who will rise as the spiritual leader? Who will unite this polarized team and harness that passion into something spectacular? Tensions erupt due to missed opportunities, and every moment spent perfecting their craft becomes heavy with the weight of expectation. Facing the battering ram of our storied past, they'll need to draw on that spirit of unity central to the Bears' identity. The question every fan is left asking: who will emerge as the beacon in the storm? Will it be a defensive stalwart like Roquan Smith, embodying the grit of the past while leading the charge into the new era? Or will the spark come from a rookie hungry to carve his name into the annals of Chicago greatness? Placing all bets on youth or trusting the stalwarts could mean the difference between resilience and chaos. With every passing week, the NFL season looms ahead, a looming giant ready to swallow us whole or spit us out triumphantly. But the drama thickens. Meanwhile, rumors of potential trades and cuts loom in the air, swirling like autumn leaves on the windy shores of Lake Michigan. As the clock ticks closer to the opening kickoff, will we see a beloved veteran face the unthinkable, pushed aside for the sake of the future? What cherished names will weather the storm of this great transition? Picture the bleachers filled with fans holding their breath, waiting to see who will be left standing when the dust settles. Chicago has celebrated legends before. Will we crown new heroes this year? The ghosts of our past beckon from the shadows, urging this team on, fueling the hope that perhaps we are on the brink of something truly special. And just as you begin to feel a sense of clarity, a voice crackles through the tension, announcing that an unprecedented surprise trade has gone down. The players exchange anxious glances, uncertainty flickering like shadows against the locker room walls. Who's coming in? Who's going out? As the news reverberates through the air, it's a violent reminder that everything can pivot in an instant. Hope, aired, feared, and beloved stands at the precipice waiting. Can this new addition to the roster become the catalyst for change that propels us into the fray? Or will it become the bitter pill in a bittersweet season? As deep breaths echo through the hearts of fans and players alike, one thing remains indelibly clear. The tapestry of this season is just beginning to take shape, and with every twist and turn, we hold our breath, yearning, praying, dreaming. The buzzer will sound soon, and when it does, we'll all be right there on the edge of our seats. Will hope triumph? Will history repeat itself? Or are we to be left wondering what could have been? Stay tuned, because this saga is just heating up, and the next revelation is lurking just out of sight, waiting for that moment to drop like a game-winning touchdown in the final seconds of a tied game.